Welcome to Michael and Matt's Infinite Story. This is Michael.
And Matt.
And joining us today is also Alec.
Hey.
Our first topic is going to be favorite type of game. So, I guess I'll go first.
Favorite type of game.
Yeah! My favorite type of game is actually RTS. I like real-time strategy games. Those are my favorite because when I am burning the world alive and conquering everyone as the greatest emperor that ever was, it really makes me feel peaceful inside, you know?
I can empathize with that.
Yeah, you know,
it's a
you
good
understand?
feeling.
You understand? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys play Civs a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I played Civs. I like Empire Earth was when I was a kid was like my favorite game ever because I was like a caveman, and then I'd be like, you can advance as far as you want, but you don't have to. So like, say somebody would have giant robots fighting like fucking people on horseback, and it's like weird, but I really like it a lot. And Civs right now is the game I'm playing, but I feel like when I play against people, it's not exactly like just straight on combat, so it's more like people are like, hey, I'm just going to be smart, and then I'm like, how can I ravage your people?
Hence the
if
strategy
they're in
part
space?
of the
Yeah,
real-time strategy.
That's the strategy. Exactly. I just want to burn everyone. Like that's what I'm trying to do here.
I like the economic side of RTS games. You know, worrying about resources or relations.
The happiness of people.
Yeah, I feel like there's really two different types of RTSs. There's going to be combat RTSs, and I feel like Civ is more of a combat one. It's like the Total War games are purely combat.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. Actually, it does have a heavy economic side, but I mean, their flagship is their combat.
Exactly.
You know.
I mean, I was playing a game against Earl, and he was building a spaceship, and the whole map was islands, and so I hadn't gotten satellites yet, and I was trying to find him. So like, when I find you, I'm gonna nuke you, and possibly kill everyone you love. And I just couldn't find him in time, so he went to space, and I was like, you asshole.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I've never gone to space. What do you win when you go to
Yeah,
space?
you win when you go to space.
Okay.
It's like, you know, you're just like, YOLO, I'm in space now, as Matt would say.
Yeah.
YOLO.
I've never actually played a game of Civs in my life. I've never even seen you guys play it. So
All right.
there's that.
Yeah.
I could blink in a day. 8 hours have gone by, and I've just
Yeah,
played Civ.
I could play that
I
forever.
played on marathon. Start off as a
fucking
ancient civilization.
yeah,
or
agents.
whatever.
Yeah, but I just the thing about Civs is that bothers me is actually like every other game I've ever played is like their people are proportional to the landscape and stuff,
Yeah.
and so I don't really like I don't like how Civs like everyone's ginormous and the trees are like small, you know.
Well, you know, that's
I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I just feel like if I saw my people and they were like running away from like tanks, I'd be like, no, go the other way.
what I'm excited for. A good RTS, Sim City, coming out soon. That looks really fun.
Yeah, I saw that too. We play it at my job, and it's like in the background. But I'm like, oh, I want to play that.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of the other ones, but I do want to play that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've played other ones like Halo Wars on live. I mean, I like it. It's just like once you've done it, and then there's nothing else. Like
RTSs on consoles seem to have.
they're hard like launch. I guess they're just horrible to.
Yeah, I heard Tom Clancy's End War was a pretty decent one.
I played that when you talk.
Yeah, and Sid Meier's Revolution actually.
I haven't
was a
played
really
that.
popular one.
But
Man,
yeah.
all this talk about all these games makes me realize how much I don't play RTSs. It's,
Well, that's
Alright,
okay.
let's move on. What
I'm an RPG guy.
RPG?
Yeah,
I pinged you for a shooter for some reason.
No, I cannot play shooters to save my life.
Unless it's Halo. That's
And even then, I'm not that good.
Yeah.
I'm good at capture the flag, but
I knew
that's
that.
about it.
yeah. But yeah, I love fucking
RPGs, Fallout 3.
Hell yeah.
That's my game right there.
I'm like, little old lady, you better give me your cap so I'm gonna bust your face in. And boom.
Yeah.
I was playing a game and my mom walked in back when we were living together, and I shot the old lady in the face. She was like, "This isn't Harvest Moon, Michael. This isn't the games I like you playing."
No, which old lady did you shoot in the face? Which?
It's actually, oh man, I know she's in. There's like a dump yard kind of place. I can't remember if it's on New Vegas though or Fallout 3.
Does she have the dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's New Vegas.
That's New Vegas.
New Vegas. Okay, yeah. Well, I shot her on that.
It's the one where you get your the brain for your companion.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
like,
That's
"Give
New
me
Vegas.
250 caps and I'll give it to him, bitch. I'm fucking poor." And I shot her in the face. Killing her
Damn.
dogs was hard though, because she had like 50 of
Oh
them.
yeah, she's got a
Yeah.
lot of junkyard dogs.
I was like, "Oh."
You're pretty much fucked after that.
What other RPGs do you like?
Skyrim, I did not even touch. What was before Skyrim? The one
Oblivion.
Before. Oblivion. Never even played it, so I didn't know how much I was gonna get into Skyrim, and then there I was playing like 24
Yeah.
hours a day.
I mean,
It's
you
fucking
can
crazy.
really get into that game. It's super awesome.
I want to say though that Oblivion itself is a really awesome.
Is it-
I've seen Quinn play it. I mean, I fear playing it because I don't know how it is. I guess I don't know really anything about it.
I mean, graphically, it can't hold a light to Skyrim, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Story wise,
if you're playing games for graphics, it's like watching porn for story. You're playing for the wrong reason, but
Yeah.
story-wise, it has a great story.
yeah, that's true. I mean, like I really don't give a shit about graphics if it comes to game. Because really, if you think about it, like all old games are almost like better than any of the new games.
It's true. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that, but I'd say that the quantity of games is just so massive now. There's so many to pick
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
That really, there's only like 10 or 15 a year that really stand out.
Yeah, sure. Like if that, I mean,
Yeah.
but like I really like, cause like for instance, I like Halo 1 compared to Halo 4, 3, 2. I don't give a shit about any of the other ones. I like Halo 1.
Combat Evolved. I actually beat that with you.
You didn't actually.
I did.
I haven't played Combat Evolved.
No, we beat it together at before I moved away. It's 4th grade.
Really?
Yeah, it was 4th grade. I
You mean
moved.
Halo 4?
No,
I mean,
the
one?
first
Sorry.
one. The first one,
Okay.
Combat Evolved. We had it on the original Xbox, and it was right before I moved away, so it wasn't 4th grade. It was about 7th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I couldn't beat it by myself. I was really scared of the flood.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I
That's
remember
like,
that.
When
And
I was
so-
a kid, yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I gave you a controller and we beat it together. So
that's badass.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I really. That's what scared me too. Is like the flood. I was playing, and my brother was like, "What are you playing?" I was like, "Oh, you're a fucking Spartan, and you gotta fucking kill the aliens in this flood, and you're fucking on a fucking planet and shit." And he was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Sorry, I like this game." But
It was a great game.
anyways, back to RPGs. I was really disappointed in Final Fantasy 13.
A lot of people were.
Yeah, I mean, because like we went to the midnight release. I was like, Final Fantasy game. Like, I mean, I had played a little bit of 10 and like nothing else, but I was just like, this is the game that'll start me on Final Fantasy games. I don't know why I didn't start an older one, but I didn't have any old systems.
Well,
so.
you know, yeah, I'm on the same boat as you. I didn't play an older one ever.
Yeah.
And my first exposure to the series was 13.
Well, I doubt this is any spoiler to anybody else, but there's a boss. Starts with an A. I'm assuming it's asshole because he's a fucking.
Spoiler
Oh,
alert.
man.
Just so we can get that out there.
Yeah, I already said. But yeah, he's an old man who changes into this giant face thing with like hands that like each of them have like a different spell that fuck you up in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
But you fight him like 3 times in the game,
Yeah.
and I couldn't even beat the second time you fought him.
You know who else is a great boss you fight like 3 times in the game?
What?
Bowser.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
Mario
Whoa,
64.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Bounce.
Starts with a B, but I can only imagine it starts with bitch.
Yeah.
One thing I do love about the Final Fantasy 13 and 2 is the voice actor. I really like. His name just left me. Troy Baker.
Oh, really?
I love that guy. He plays Snow. in that one.
Snow is awesome.
He's Two-Face in Arkham City.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
gonna be the lead character for the middle-aged man in The Last of Us.
Really?
Like a southern draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's actually Booker DeWitt in Bioshock Infinite.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
So I mean, he's really talented. guy.
Voice actors surprise me every time.
Yeah, every team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I expected more from Final Fantasy 13, I guess. And now the third one's coming out. Now I feel like I should play the second one and beat the first one again. But
Yeah.
Well, there are gonna be 4 Final Fantasies 13.
13's, yeah.
so
That's weird.
So they're halfway
The
through.
only Final Fantasy game I played was 1 and 2, and that was for PSP. So
Oh, wow.
I got the remakes of it. So
Yeah. All right.
It's a good place to start, I guess.
I guess Alec, what's up with you?
You know, I don't want to sound too repetitive, but RPGs.
Yeah.
I love my RPGs.
they're
Okay.
great. You can spend hours on them.
I mean,
It's a great way to get out of your own life.
It is.
You know, I play like a lot of RPGs that have been super underrated, but I love them. Like, anyways, like even in a shitty way. Like, I can't remember a really shitty one. Infinite Undiscovery, the one where people are like, I hate that game because he's like Dancing Rhapsody, Dancing Rhapsody.
I've never even heard of that game.
It's pretty old, but it's probably the worst game ever made. But I kind of like it. There's a forest. I swear to you, I could not figure out how to get out of the forest. I forgot what was wrong, but I remember everything was like a mirage, and you can't leave until you do something. And I was like, what the fuck? This is a nightmare. But like, I'm the only person I know that's beaten it because everyone was like, I hate this game. Like, I play it and I want to love it, but I don't, so I'm not going to beat it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to beat this game. So I spent like forever. I think I spent like 70 hours trying to beat it.
That's what
And it
you
was
do
insane.
with RPGs.
Yeah.
You just keep playing and playing.
Yeah, my first exposure to RPGs would be on the Nintendo 64.
Oh, really?
The Zeldas. Of
Oh, yeah.
course. Love the Zeldas.
I still need to play them. Oh.
Yoshi's Story, I think, where
Oh,
it's
really?
like a pop-up book, and
Yeah.
that was a blast. I
Yeah.
love that one.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this, and everybody's gonna hate me, but YOLO. I wasn't a big Zelda fan. Never got into any of the
Still not a big
Zelda games. I've never played them.
You know, I see you as more of a, not so much a Zelda fan because of your, I guess your upbringing in video games. You know, you weren't really a Nintendo guy, I don't think.
Yeah.
Started with Tetris.
Like, yeah, he did.
And,
he still plays Tetris.
I went from there to Pokemon. Dude, funny story about Pokemon. I actually found my first Pokemon game. I found it in a garden.
Really?
Like, I dug in the garden for no reason.
Walked in the tall grass.
There it was. There you go.
A wild Pokemon game.
It's Pokemon Blue, man.
Yeah.
Pokemon Blue.
That's
Jesus
awesome.
Christ.
I know. I love
crazy.
it. But
Bulbasaur.
Game Boy after that?
Bulbasaur for the win.
yeah.
I already had him.
Bulbasaur. Nobody ever picks Bulbasaur.
But he's the best. He's the best to start out with.
He
I mean,
really
you
is.
got grass against rock, and then you got grass against water, and then you got grass against electricity, which isn't too powerful against it, but his defense against electricity
Gives you
is
time
crazy.
to level up and stuff.
Yeah, it gives you time to get a variety of Pokemon that'll help you out in the future.
Okay.
Granted, Charizard is pretty badass, and Blastoise is more badass than Venusaur, but
Blastoise.
But I mean, that's assuming you even commit to your starter
Yeah.
Pokemon. I mean, you could from there branch out.
I love it. I actually I started a Pokemon game once and had Kenny trade me Umbreon because I was like, I want Umbreon as my starter, and he was like, I ain't gonna listen to anything you say ever, because you know it's like you have to have like the second badge,
Right.
or like the next one up to train the Pokemon, and it's like, oh god, but it was the worst. He was like, anarchy, bro. Disrespect your surroundings.
That's
Killing
what I
everybody.
missed out on my childhood was Game Boys.
Really?
Pokemon, yeah.
You
I
never
never
got
had a
Game Boy?
handheld
Wow.
up until I bought me a 3DS.
Oh wow,
Really?
That's not true, actually. I was gifted a PSP, but I never really utilized it.
Still, that's a long time without a handheld.
It is. But I mean, I got by with my PlayStation 2
Yeah.
and my N64.
PlayStation 2, those were... That was a console that fucking
Speaking
did
of-
everything.
Speaking of RPGs, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom
Oh my
Hearts,
God.
great.
Yeah.
Any
It's like
words on
you
any new
and
games? I just got Kingdom Hearts for the 3DS, but I want a console Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I
The
love-
domain is up for it, but
I didn't beat either Kingdom Hearts, but I got to the end of both of them, and I could not beat like either. There was like a second to last boss I could not beat before the next game. Like the first game, it was Riku. He was like, "Oh fuck yeah," and I was like, "I'm gonna go level up." Got a new Keyblade, and he was like, "I'm gonna fuck your shit up," and he's like, "You wanna come back here? I'll beat your ass again." So I was like, "Fuck this game." And then later, the second one came out, and I finally played it, and I got to like this one of the members of the
Organization 13?
yeah, and they were like, and he has like those pistols, and he teleports, and he changes the field, and I beat him, and then I didn't save, and I was
Oh.
like, fuck me. So
Fuck this
I
game.
I didn't want to beat him again, so I was like, never mind. I don't know why I
Never
skip up
mind.
so easily. Like,
Never mind, fuck this game.
that's the worst thing. I hate getting a game and then never beating it because
Mhm.
I just want to like, I'm just like, fuck it. But I already got so far. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Right.
I
that's,
still
that's how I feel about Dark Souls.
really.
It's a fantastic RPG, and graphically it's beautiful. Story-wise, it's awesome, but
It's hard as hell.
it's hard as fuck.
Really?
And I could not get through it. I mean, it's really difficult, but I mean, where it comes whereas difficulty comes into play is how much you have to focus.
Yeah.
Because you could just not want to commit 100% to a video game. Like, you casually play games, you're not fully attentive.
Yeah.
But if you go into playing Dark Souls like that, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose everything you have.
Yeah.
And it's draining being focused. It's like taking a tax test.
Yeah. I mean, I understand the. Does it do it? The Arkham Asylum, right? They count as like RPGs, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say I don't
Maybe
know. Why I thought
action
that.
adventure,
Yeah,
but I mean,
yeah.
still RPG because you have the skill tree and everything.
Yeah, I love Arkham Asylum and everything. But
Never played it.
really,
Yep.
I played it because Arkham City came out, and I was like, I kind of want to play it.
I need to play more games. Damn it.
I don't like Batman. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Batman, but I played the game, and I'm like, I just wanted. I give the hero the chance, and he's pretty badass now that I think about it. But,
Spoiler alert, he dies.
I love Arkham
It's
City. No, I love Arkham Asylum, and then I was like, oh yeah. The next day I bought Arkham City because I was like, I'm fucking beat this one now, and that game is even crazier. Riddler's like, I got so many riddles, you ain't gonna solve none of them. Like I completed Arkham Asylum 100%, and then I got to Arkham City, and I was like, there's no fucking way. Like,
See, I was really upset when I beat Arkham City because in Arkham Asylum, you get a trophy or an achievement for beating it on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
So I started on the hardest
Yeah,
difficulty
me
in
too.
City,
yeah,
and there's no achievement for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
I remember.
heartbreaking because
Right.
that Joker fight where he had the one-armed Russian clown
Yeah.
swinging and the cart driving through.
Yeah.
It took me like 2
that's
days
that's
to beat
fucking
that
sucks. Yeah, because like those guys are like coming in the Bane soldiers, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
but you should fight and like avoid the cards.
One. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Joker comes and well, actually, Joker was probably the easiest part of that fight. To be
Yeah, because he
honest.
was like, I'm just gonna stomp the guard on you. But yeah, what do you call it? I tried. It was the hardest thing was getting the achievement where you walk into the room full of like all the henchmen on Arkham Asylum,
Oh my god.
and you have to get the full combo on all of them.
I fucking watched you do this so many
I
times.
know.
Did you ever get it?
I got it.
Oh,
I
God.
fucking did it. I
That
was like
took
so pissed
so
off
long.
though. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I guess since we're talking about
Kicking people's asses.
RPGs and such, let's go ahead and talk about most. Is this the one? Hold on a second.
Doesn't give a fuck.
All right. Best deaths in video games. Since we're talking about
Ever?
RPGs and such.
I want to go first on this one.
Speak your mind.
Okay. The Mass Effect series.
Oh, fuck.
One of my most favorite series ever. Alright, this death comes on Mass Effect 1. Spoiler.
Okay.
The main bad guy is a Reaper, Sovereign.
Yeah.
Sovereign indoctrinates a Turian named Saren.
Uh-huh.
He's the Spectre, and he's kind of the persona of Sovereign. Or he impersonates Saren, you know?
Sorry, just drinking some water.
No, that's cool. And so you go throughout the game and you collect, Renegade and Paragon. And so I was really big on that. I was full Renegade.
Yeah.
And so in the boss fight, you fight Saren, and at the end of it, you have the option to convince him to kill himself
What the fuck?
because he knows what he did was wrong, but
Yeah.
he couldn't. He was being controlled.
Yeah.
And so I did, and he was like, "There's nothing I could do," and he was like, "You could fucking kill yourself, you stupid bitch."
Yeah.
And he does it, but he does it in such an epic way and so cinematic. It looks really cool.
Really?
And it felt.
What did he do?
It was an achievement. He just shoots himself in the head, but he does it at, the Citadel.
Yeah.
He does it at like the embassy tower, and he's at the very top, and he shoots himself off, and you see him just fall backwards.
Holy shit.
But like badass music and everything. But it's really cool.
I've been meaning to play Mass Effect 1. Like, I beat Mass Effect 2, and then I feel like I missed so much of the story because I was like, what the fuck? You know, like...
Yeah.
I mean, you have to play it for the story. If you play it for gameplay,
Yeah.
you won't get through
Well,
it. It's too...
I like story. I mean, story time is...
Yeah, but I mean, just the gameplay, so...
I think that was my mistake trying to get into it because I could not get into it. I tried to play it and I just couldn't.
Well, I guess one of my favorite game deaths is from a game that nobody has probably also never beaten. Like, I don't think anyone's beaten it, but I mean, I'm sure there's people out there. I'm saying none of my friends have.
What
But
is it?
It's Star Ocean: The Last Hope.
Yeah.
I've beaten it.
You beaten it?
No, I've never
Okay, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
But anyways, basically you go through the game. You're fighting like there's a new enemy that's appeared, and their technology is far more advanced than anybody else's. They're killing everyone's race and everything, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, you find out where they come from. So they go to attack them with like all these other races, and they have like a giant planet that turns into a dragon, and the dragon's like, "Rah, fuck your shit up," and then he shoots a giant beam that goes across the universe, and it's insane. Like, but your brother in the game ends up like flying his ship close enough to him, and then he like turns it around, and he's like, "See you on the other side of the Star Ocean," and then he fucking blasts his shit, and he's like, "Wow!" and then he blasts off, and then but his ship, he does a space jump, but his ship is right in the next to the planet, so it creates a black hole, sucks in the dragon. And then, like, you're like, well, there's a black hole there. I better land there. And so, like, later you find his ship, and, you know, he's dead. And you're like, I loved you. I loved you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you hated him. But, I mean, now you love him because he's your brother.
Yeah.
But that, like, literally made me cry. And I was like, this is so emotional. I can't do it.
Coming from the guy who cries in every Disney movie.
I do. That's true. It is true.
And what about you?
It's not. It's coming from a game that was. I don't know if it was pretty anticipated, but it wasn't the best game as a sequel.
Let me guess.
With what's that?
Dead or Alive Extreme 2.
Yes,
Volleyball.
actually, yeah. She jumped in that damn pool and she just drowned.
She's like, my titties.
You would have think with this buoyant jugs that she
airbag,
but you know,
But
shit
nope.
happens and it's sad.
She saved the city, but she couldn't save herself.
BioShock 2.
Awesome.
At the end, you die. It's sad. It's so sad. And I'm a big BioShock guy.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Well, the
show
game
contains
is
spoilers.
4 or 5 years old, so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're saying it for, but I'm just assuming no one's ever played any game, so we'll go ahead and say that.
But yeah, I mean, BioShock was very dear to me, and 2 didn't live up to what it was to its predecessor. But
I thought it was weird that you were a Big Daddy. Like,
yeah,
I mean, when I played, I was like, this is weird. Like,
yeah.
I'm so powerful. But I really liked. I mean, I played the first one up until the games froze over and over, and then I was like, God damn it! So I didn't get to beat it, but I liked it more already than the second one, unfortunately.
Yeah. But,
What are the-
speaking of BioShock, most anticipated BioShock Infinity and the what Infinite.
Yeah,
I fucking can't wait for that game.
that game's gonna be badass. I like the trailer.
Dude,
Yeah,
I like all the trailers.
That Beast of America trailer. It's a really good song,
Yeah.
too.
But yeah,
Sounds about right.
most anticipated game, yeah, probably BioShock Infinite. It's pretty.
Coming out soon too, like March, right? They pushed it back.
Yeah, March 26th
Oh, cool.
is the release date for that.
Damn bastards.
You know, not my own most anticipated game, but I know Earl's been waiting for Colonial Marines since fucking
Never
forever.
even heard of that. What is that?
Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Oh shit.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
and Matt
duh.
discussed
How long
this
have you been
earlier.
waiting for that?
Yeah.
They announced it, I think, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and they just kept pushing it and pushing it.
Yeah.
I think it's just been on Gearbox's back burner. They've been doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But I don't know. What's your most anticipated game?
You know, me and Matt talked about this earlier, and I went with Aliens, but I'm gonna say The Last of Us for the PS3.
Oh man.
Alright.
I want to get a PS3 just for that.
I was
game.
actually gonna buy a PS3
Yeah.
because I was like, "There's so many games."
Ellie, I think, is the little girl's name, the AI.
Yeah.
They're saying that she's like the smartest AI they've put into a video game.
Yeah.
And yeah, what she does.
Who's their
is
voice
like-
actor? It's somebody big, I think, right?
Yeah.
I want to say it's
forgot
Ellen
her
Page.
name. It's not Ellen Page. That's
not?
no, that's a
No, that's
huge-
another one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Beyond Two Souls. Ellen Page.
Oh, okay.
plays someone
I do want
else.
to play that though.
But you're right about it. She is a very prominent voice actor.
I wanted to get a PS3 because I also wanted to play Ika Korimasha. I don't know what the hell that's. It's like the White Witch game. It's based off the guy who made the Moving Castle movie. And...
You would like on the PS3 the White Knight Chronicles.
Really?
I think you'd really like that since you like a lot of JRPGs.
Yeah. I don't know. There's so many games on PS3 I want to play, but besides the point, I was anticipating Devil May Cry, but then I was like, I'm not
be
sure.
chicken.
Yeah, because I mean, I like the other ones, and I guess I'm kind of disappointed that this is like a reboot. I would have liked another one.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat as you.
Yeah, I mean, because like it's not even just a reboot; it's like a fucking.
Prequel.
They did everything weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I don't even know what to think about it. Like
Angel, demon.
Dante is Dante, but not Dante. Like what the fuck, you know?
Hopefully he still likes pizza.
Yeah, and yeah, hopefully still like pizza. But I would have to say that. Let me think. I am actually anticipating a game that has not even been announced yet. But
What's that?
Fable 4. Fuck yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I doubt they would do it, but I doubt they would do it right then. But they were saying that if they did release it, they were hoping to release it around the time they released the new Xbox. And I was like,
Next gen console.
yeah,
You're thinking?
and I was like, I really hope so.
Well, actually, speaking of next gen, they are announcing something big at E3 for Xbox. They have
I think everyone will be announcing.
they have a countdown timer, but is it for a console or for what is it?
It probably will be because everyone was expecting a console
Yeah,
announced last E3, and
Yeah.
no one has done it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna save up my money like next month and just like have everything set up for the next consoles.
I'm actually preparing myself to be extremely disappointed.
Really?
Yeah, just because a lot of the rumors surrounding downloadable games only.
Oh,
with
that-
no used,
yeah,
no
they'll
used copies.
Take away
Oh man,
I really hope they're not super expensive. Like, how much was it when the PS3 first came out? It was a
They were
lot.
about $500 or $600.
Yeah,
consoles. Oh yeah, they were
Yeah.
crazy.
They were a fucking lot, and I have a feeling there's still gonna be a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm
probably.
sure they're gonna be
I
easily
wouldn't
half a
doubt it.
grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still want the Wii U. I do, but I don't know if I'll be buying that because I kind of want to buy a PS3 first,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm actually gonna probably buy that next month if I get enough hours. But I do want to buy a PS3 because even if they release a new PS system, I kind of want to just play a fucking lot of games that have been released for the PS3 that
Yeah.
I have not been able to play yet. But
They got a lot of good exclusives.
I'd have to say Fable 4.
Now, if we're going with games that haven't been announced, I've got a whole list of games I'm anticipating.
I guess it's not fair that it's done though, but I really can't. I mean, there's so many games, but there's also like I always think about it like there's a lot, but there's really not because summertime is always the time where there is like barely anything.
It's dead.
available. Yeah, it's like holy shit.
What you got is sports, and that's it.
NCAA and
Yeah.
maybe
I know it's like
third-person
fuck.
shooter.
There's nothing.
Which I'm not down for. No sports games. I'm a big Madden fan.
You know,
Summer of Arcade is pretty good, but that's only if you have an Xbox.
Yeah.
it's probably more healthy for us to just have
Yeah,
a season
have a
and
summer
an
break.
off
Yeah.
season,
Yeah.
so we could recuperate our wallets.
What's
Yeah.
not fair is why they make it where it's the summer where all the
You have a point.
summer is away from school and all that.
What about Tomb Raider? I kind of want to play that.
You know, I'm excited for Tomb Raider. I'm not excited for it being an origin story.
Yeah, like she's not good.
I
Right.
want to jump into Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
I
be
don't-
like, fuck yeah.
Makes sense.
I don't want her to be like Tomb Raider roll credits, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks fantastic though.
It does look well done.
What games are coming out? Like I'm trying to think. I mean, I know I've been looking.
Tuesday at DMC, like you said, it coming out. Dead Space 3
Dude,
comes
Dead
out
Space
soon.
Oh, Dead Space 3. Rooster Teeth. Shout out to Rooster Teeth. Michael and Jack went to, I don't know if it was exclusive or not, but they went to a gameplay of that, and they had that up on their website.
Dude, I kid you not. There was like a demo on Xbox for like a fucking hour or two, and then I didn't download it because I was like, what? Like I thought it was Dead Space 2, but it's Dead Space 3, and then they took it down, and so I'm just assuming that they weren't ready for the demo or something. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure, but it looks fantastic.
You know.
I'm skeptical on that one. I'm excited for it, but I want it to be scary. If it's not, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's
Yeah.
not though with multiplayer. I mean, maybe single player, but multiplayer, I feel like nothing. Like
I
Dead
couldn't-
Space 1 was really scary. Dead Space 2 was like, eh.
It was
I
alright. They shouldn't have given a
Yeah.
voice to Isaac.
Yeah,
I
and
felt.
I was so powerful, dude. I had this fucking javelin gun was leveled up all the way, and I could shoot one of those giant things and electrocute them, and they were dead like automatically. I was like overpowered.
I couldn't play Dead Space 1.
What?
Could not play it.
Scary or what?
Yeah, it's too scary for me.
It was really scary. I still would kind of want to play it and just like
Yeah.
be scared.
Mhm.
But I would have to say I have like a disappointment, anticipating kind of thing
Yeah.
for Lost Planet 3. because it's also another origin kind of thing.
Oh, is it?
Like it's like a
Going back?
prequel.
Yeah.
Because like the mechs aren't even like they're huge, but they're meant for mining and stuff. So
Okay.
it shows like the only thing I've ever seen is like a guy runs outside and he gets his mech. He's killing these like dog Lost Planet looking acrid things. And then he gets in the mech and there's like this ginormous crab and it's like and he's like fuck you. And then but I don't know. But I mean I kind of think it's gonna be disappointing because it's also not multiplayer massive like Lost Planet 2 was. Which I loved.
But I mean, you would have thought they would have taken a note from Resident Evil once they go split screen.
Yeah.
The scare factor is just
Yeah,
non-existent.
that's very true.
And they're saying when you play co-op, it extends the story, but
Yeah.
I don't see how it would make it more enjoyable.
Yeah, Resident Evil 6, I didn't really enjoy it as much as I did 5 or 4.
Well, you know, I actually heard, coming from a pretty poor source, but he had a really good point. He was talking about how everyone was complaining about how they were drifting from zombies and they're just becoming.
Well, yeah, because
You
the
know,
zombies have
humans.
guns.
Yeah, but his point, I fought that argument and I was agreeing with you, and he totally shut me down, and for the first time ever, because he had a really good point.
Saying
The viruses that Umbrella was releasing, their goal the entire time was to make super soldiers.
Oh yeah,
not
that's
to
true.
create zombies.
Yeah.
And so now that they're evolving, they're just becoming more like super soldiers.
Oh, that
right.
makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
And so everyone's complaining that they're not quite zombies anymore. Well, they never were really supposed to be.
Gotcha.
But my only argument against that is, well, it was a zombie franchise. Even if they weren't supposed to be zombies, it was a zombie franchise.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
And you can't change what it was.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But saying that, I think it's about time we wrap this up. Time to get going.
Well, thank you for joining us today. We'll have another podcast up soon, hopefully.
This podcast is brought to you by Nipples. Without them, titties would be pointless.
And we love our nipples.
Nibbles.
God bless them.
Everyone.